Sorry, Stephen A. You know why I got distracted? I think there's a bird in the studio. We'll keep going, America. I swear, that's what's happening. I apologize. I can read now. Aaron Rodgers felt the love after a loud ovation when he entered the game Saturday night at MetLife Stadium against the Giants. Things couldn't have gone much smoother for Rodgers, who played 2 series, threw a touchdown pass, and emerged unscathed in his first preseason action since 2018. Meanwhile, his successor, Jordan Love, ended his 3rd preseason on a high note. The new Green Bay quarterback threw a touchdown pass to Christian Watson in his 3rd and final series of the day in a preseason win over Seattle. So here's the deal, folks. You can vote on who wins this debate. All you do is scan the little QR code that will appear on your screen shortly. Stephen A. hates this, Marcus, because he's held accountable. And yes, you guys heard me correctly. I think there's a bird in the studio, and I was distracted, and I apologize.
I'm telling you right now.
Professional.
I'm telling you right now. I'm going to laugh on national television. I'm literally going to stop debating just to laugh if I see a bird flying over your shoulder while the segment's going on. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm going to crack up laughing on national television.
I swear that there's
Molly, he in there right now?
Yeah, the bird up there in the corner. But I'm
How
focused.
a bird get in there?
I don't know. Unless I'm just hearing things.
We got
He's gonna come. He's attracted to Molly's dress, Swagoo. He's gonna come and land right on the shoulder.
Like I should have a parakeet. All right, Marcus, who has the better chance to win their respective division, Rodgers or Love?
That dress looked like a nice bouquet of
How about that?
Permissians.
That's not even a flower.
Let's just hope it's not like a shiny.
Persimmon.
Swag. Let's just hope it's not like one of them shiny new cars when you go get your car washed and then the bird poops on it.
You guys are so stupid. Give me this. And then we're gonna start the debate.
Let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope that's not the
Only
case.
me and you. Only me and you can take this bird for 3 minutes. All right, let me go. All right. I got.
You guys are messed up on so many levels. Russ just brought that out. Our stage manager, Russ, just brought that out. That's not the bird. And I don't even know why we have that.
Bruh.
Carry on.
Let's go.
Oh, man. What are we doing?
Really, Russ?
Listen, I got Aaron Rodgers. And the reason why is because we know what Aaron Rodgers is. We all believe that. The man sitting across from me believes that as well. You think about Aaron Rodgers in this division and you say, damn, they got the Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins, and obviously the New England Patriots who they hadn't beat forever. But Aaron Rodgers, to me, brings something to this team beyond quarterback play. Just the sheer belief. This defense is already elite. They're going to be a top 5 unit, if not the best unit in the league. We saw the connection real quick with him and Garrett Wilson. That looks like it's going to be something that takes a hold this entire season. So I go Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets because, look, we've seen the Buffalo Bills and we know how good they are. And we know they expected to be Super Bowl contenders as well. But they've shown a propensity to play bad and turn the football over at times. And we know what Miami is. If Tua stays healthy, they could be explosive. That's an if because we haven't seen Tua remain healthy for the majority of the season. And New England right now is just not there when it comes to adding Aaron Rodgers. New England has feasted on the Jets' quarterback situation, I believe. That is no longer going to be the case. So I'm going to go Aaron and the Jets.
You know what, Swaggo, understand that there's 2 different questions. Because on one hand, do I think the Jets are going to win the division? You are accurate. I think they're going to win the AFC East. But that's not the same as who do I think has a better chance of winning the division. I could sit up there and say that the Jets are going to win the AFC East, but I still believe coming into the season that the odds are better served for Green Bay than the New York Jets, simply by the level of competition in their respective division. Now, the New York Jets haven't won a division title since 2002. They've been in last place in the AFC East in 6 of the last 7 seasons. In the last 12 years that Aaron Rodgers was in Green Bay, they won a division 8 different damn times, okay? And oh, by the way, in terms of recently, the squad that he had that was in an NFC championship game, that was in a divisional playoff game against San Francisco thereafter, those brothers are still there. Christian Watson is there. Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? He's still there. Aaron Jones is coming out of the backfield. He's still there. Your offensive line is expected to improve, okay? And now you've got Jordan Love, who they've been raving about in terms of what they've seen in the preseason. And a defense, although ranked 17th last year, most of those brothers are still there and intact. So when I take that into account and then I look at the rest of the division, we hope that the Detroit Lions are what we think they are, but we don't know because they've been irrelevant for quite some time. Their claim to relevancy took place in the season finale last year when they beat the Green Bay Packers, even though obviously they weren't going to the playoffs. They prevented Green Bay from doing so. We saw Jared Goff, 15 touchdowns, no interceptions over the last half of the season. We get that part, okay? But we're looking at Detroit and we hope. We know Chicago ain't ready. Justin Fields is that dude. But who else do they got? They got Moore. He's going to be your primary target. What else do they have? It remains to be seen. So we obviously are discounting them. And then you got to take into account the Minnesota Vikings. Although Justin Jefferson is that dude and Kirk Cousins shows up in the regular season, albeit not the postseason, the fact of the matter is you lost Dalvin Cook. So we got to wonder what that's going to be like as well. The road to prosperity in the NFC North is easier to get to than you being in the AFC East, where you got Bill Belichick on the bottom, on the come up, because Bill O'Brien's is an offensive coordinator now, not Matt Patricia or Joe Judge, who had no business calling plays, okay? So now Mac Jones has been done a service as opposed to a disservice. So you got that to worry about because you know New England's defense is real, and we know that. And then you got Miami, and you got Buffalo. So again, I think that Aaron Rodgers and the Jets could win the division, but in terms of who has an easier path to a division crown, I think it's safe to say it's Jordan Love based under those circumstances.
Okay, yep, level of competition, I understand that, but I'm going to go with what I've seen and what's most likely to happen, and that's for Aaron Rodgers to play at a very high level. Stephen A., I'm going to be honest with you, I ain't never seen Jordan Love play football in real games. So I don't know if that division even matters.
That's fair.
Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Fair. Like, so I understand what you're saying, the path of least resistance. And to answer the question, that is very logical to say, well, they got an easier road. But what I do know is we got a guy that's been the 2-time MVP in the last 4 years in the NFL. And with the addition of having an elite defense, I'm going to give them the most likely chance because I know what I'm going to be. I can bet on what I'm going to watch from him as opposed to a guy I've never seen before.
But you can feel me where I'm coming from in terms of the NFC North and how I ain't expecting much from those other guys. So that's what it is. Okay.
Absolutely.
I got
Absolutely.
No
Yep.
All right. I promised poll results, so let's see what America has to say. Oh, SA, today's your day, buddy. You win by a slim margin. 54% of the fans with USA. Look at those results right there.
That's usually the case.
I mean, how many?
It's not
well
surprising.
voted.
It's not
That's
surprising.
too quick.
No, it's not 12.